Hi all, Zavi Jenda here. I have not done a video in a hot moment, and I'm looking at myself right now, just thinking how different I look. You know how different I feel, and still in the energy of weaving in and out of vortexes, and maybe this is something that you've been experiencing too. The energetic shifts, the navigations that seem familiar, but they're so different than before because your perspective is different, right? And I know in my life I can speak to this, and I'm wondering if you're experiencing the same thing where you're in a stage of cleaning up energetic debris, and what is energetic debris? It's energy that was stamped at one point in time, and then because in the world of energy and 3D reality, it's very much just like what you set into motion now takes some time to manifest in the material world. So sometimes we get this energy going and there's like all this momentum, and then it starts to manifest in the 3D world, and I always see it as like this tumbleweed that's going out. It's just getting bigger and bigger. It's collecting a bunch of stuff, and even if you have shifted your energy in any way, that tumbleweed is still going because there's so much momentum behind it. And so that's what I feel like I'm in right now, is like the last bits of energetic debris. And it's like, instead of it just being this huge compounded thing that I'm like drowning underneath, it's more of oh, these are the last shards that I need to pull out and heal, right? And I say heal in the sense of the physical, because the energy body has already gotten to the point where it is projecting into the future something completely different, like a total different energetic frequency than the energetic debris that I'm still in, like in the material world, that I'm still experiencing from something that happened like 2 years ago, right? And so it feels good. And maybe you're feeling that too, a bit tired, like the fatigue is there, but you're also feeling this bit of faith. I find that it's very helpful to sit in the seat of faith. And the seat of faith is based off of a knowing, right? When you're tuned into these future energies, and you're putting your energy out there to align to that, and you're going to get to that, and then you're starting to see how it shifts in the material world. And sometimes there's shifts that happen that don't seem to have any rhyme or reason, or they're going against whatever you feel like you want now, and maybe it's because you put something else in the energetic field in the past and it's coming forward. And what is very good to remember is that, like, you are creating all of this. Even though we have all these players, right? We have all these different beings in our lives that are contributing to the experience with all of their energies and all of the things that they come with as well, and they're interacting with you. You still have the ability to choose how you navigate through it, right? And a lot of this is navigation, right? We're navigating through the energies that we've had rippling towards us because we were at a certain energetic state in one point in time. And any of the beings that we're with, and especially if you are in close quarters with people, and it could be your friends, your family, your intimate relationships, like, all of that energy is also rippling out and affecting you as well. So it's just like navigating that in the energetic seat of feeling the alignment with what it is you're putting to your future. And if it's not something, like no aspect of that is aligned, well, that's when it's time to really let it go. I find myself sometimes like releasing and then going back and being like, oh, it's gotten a little better, and then releasing again and going back. And I'm going through the stage of oh, like how many times do we have to taste a certain energy before we're just like, this truly isn't something that we need to continue to taste? Because even if like it ripens a little bit over time, maybe your palate just isn't attuned to that, and it's okay. You know, it's okay even if you feel like there's an obligation to it. The obligation was probably placed upon you for a certain reason, and maybe that reason has already existed and ridden its time out, you know, and so I feel like if you know what I'm referring to because it resonates with you, then this message is for you. And if it doesn't resonate with you and doesn't really make sense, I'm not going to dive into any more details of it because it's just not something that is meant for you to be helpful in the moment that you receive this message. But I'm here to let you know that even if you are standing on the edge of that cliff, right? The cliff, and you know that your destination is at a certain point, and the only way to get to that point is to free fall a little bit, to allow the winds of fate to take you. You know that you're falling in a certain direction, right? And so you can fall and put all this energy around you to make sure you go straight there. And sometimes if you don't have that control around it, or you want to experience what the divine has, you can allow yourself to flow with the winds and experience the detours that are meant for you. Because as long as you make sure you're steering and going towards the direction, the outcome is the same. You're still getting there, but maybe you have a little bit more wisdom under your belt. You know, maybe there's new experiences, maybe there's new connections, there's new energies, different perspectives, whatever the case is. Just stay in your seat of faith and continue to be in energetic alignment. You know, lean towards what feels good, reflect on what doesn't. Right? Love y'all.